Hello there, my awesome artists. We're back again with part two of our Cardinals in Winter art project. At this point, you should have some birch trees glued down on the blue paper as well as your cardinals. If you haven't traced them yet with a black Sharpie, please do so before you continue on with this next step, which is to get some scissors out and cut out your cardinals. I want you to practice some craftsmanship using your scissors. That's right. As you cut, I want you to use your free hand to carefully turn your paper around as you go and use your dominant hand, my dominant hand is my right hand, to continually cut the bird out. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the bird's wings. Does anybody remember what this shape was? Yep, that's right, they're crescents. Cut out those crescent shapes very carefully. And after you've cut them both out, it is now time for you to turn your attentions to cardinal number 2. Now, I'm sure some students already knew that a red cardinal means that it's a boy. So, if you're interested in making a female cardinal, you can use gray paper, tan paper, and the same color beak because all kinds of cardinals, whether they're boys or girls, have an orange beak. Now for this project, I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 boys hanging out in the birch trees. With the same amount of craftsmanship that you used in the first cardinal, cut out the second cardinal, and when you are done, don't forget to cut out the triangular tail feather that we made for cardinal number 2. Alright, now it's time to get to gluing. Let's get these cardinals onto our birch tree. So get out a glue stick. Go ahead and roll up just a little bit of glue. You don't need a whole lot, just a little. And of course, on the back of both of our cardinals, we're going to apply the appropriate amount of glue. If you only have the kind of glue that's white and gooey, use that glue. Don't forget to use the dot, dot, not a lot technique. It's one of my favorite techniques. And glue your cardinals on. Now for this project, I did have a tree with a little branch, and I was able to tuck the cardinal behind one of those branches that got cut off. And I like this look. This is called overlapping. We use overlapping when we want one object to look like it's in front of the other. And in this case, it looks like the tree branch is in front of the cardinal, making it look like the cardinal is just perched, nice and neat on the branch. Now I'm going to take my 2 crescent shapes and again, apply the appropriate amount of glue, and I'm going to glue those right on top of my first cardinal on the right here. And now he's got 2 wings. Looks great. Okay, so those are really stuck on there. It's time for me to go ahead and put some glue onto my second cardinal, the cardinal to the left. Now the cardinal to the left, I'm going to place it somewhere else on my birch trees. There is no correct placement here. You can place those wherever you want. You can place the cardinals right next to each other, one high, one low, like I'm doing in this example. But the important part is to make sure that they're glued on nice and flat. I'm now going to apply some glue to the triangular tail feather for bird number 2. And this time, I'm going to make my best effort to actually tuck it just a little bit behind my cardinal. If there is a little room, I want you to tuck it. If not, it's totally okay if it is right next to the cardinal. Just don't glue it on top of your cardinal. All right, now it's time to put in some snowflakes with some paint. So the first thing you're going to need is a palette. I'm going to use this bit of cardboard, and I'm going to apply an M&M sized drop of paint right onto the cardboard. After that, I'm going to grab a Q-tip, or also known as a cotton swab. What I'd like you to do is very carefully place dots all over the areas of your art project that are blue. Now here's your extra challenge. I want you to practice pressing down hard and especially pressing down lightly. If you press down extra lightly, you're going to give yourself a small snowflake. Of course, if you push down hard, the snowflake is going to be bigger. And the best way to decorate the background is to vary the size of your snowflakes. Some should be thick, some should be thin, big, small, medium. Include as many as you can and spread them out as randomly as you can on the blue paper. And take your time. Also, here's another quick tip for you awesome artists out there. If you're right-handed like I am, start on the left side of your paper and work over to the right. However, if you're a lefty, if you use your left hand to write and to draw, I want you to start on the right side of your paper and go in the opposite direction. Go from right to left, top to bottom. And the reason for this is because if you work in this way, you will have less likely of a chance of accidentally smudging your painted snowflakes. If you drag it in the wrong way, you'll see that you accidentally have your palm smudging right through. Okay, now this part's going to take a while, so it's going to require some patience, but it's oh so much fun to place these snowflakes on there. I love it because I like the look that it gives, and the question that I get most often is, Mr. Guerra, can I please put the snowflakes on top of my birch trees and on top of my cardinals? And to you, I say, go for it. Whatever artistic intention that you have, whatever the artist inside you wants to do during this part, I say go for it. Now for me, I think it's a cleaner and a little bit more of a clear look not to put the snowflakes on top of the birch trees or on top of the cardinals, but that's my decision. And that doesn't mean that my decision is better than anyone else's. So if you want to put snowflakes on top of your cardinals, I say go for it. And there you have it. You have this wonderful work of art with snow falling in the background, your cardinals in the foreground, and your awesomely designed birch trees. I had a lot of fun with this one. I hope that you did as well. Don't forget to take a picture, upload it to Schoology, and I'll see you next time. Bye.